Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to talk about embracing our imperfections, Wabi Sabi. Roll it. In today's video, I would like to talk a little bit about the music scene in its current state and how social media has influenced and affected musicians around the world. But these days, it is very easy to discover new and exciting musicians, guitar players, and a lot of them, if you have been looking through social media, Instagram or YouTube, they are very technically proficient, they're incredible players. You know, they can shred. It seems that they've been doing it for years and years, but a lot of them look very young. Maybe they started from a very early age, not sure, but sometimes as a not so technically proficient guitar player, you know, we might find ourselves a little bit discouraged. Although sometimes yeah, videos can be very inspiring, because when you see somebody play something that you cannot play or you haven't thought about before, you start to try certain ideas, triplets or sextuplets, you know, that sort of ideas might come through. But that being said, sometimes the effect of social media is that it expects a perfect take, or you would want to present the best take that you can on a particular playthrough and post that up, so that, you know, I don't know, your production value, maybe that you want the music to sound technically proficient or perfect. But the idea of today's video is really to talk about the Japanese philosophy of Wabi Sabi. And what that is philosophy where we learn to embrace imperfections, and not just to embrace imperfections but also to find beauty in imperfections. And why we want to do that? Because when we embrace our imperfections, we start to discover our true identity. We come to terms with the fact that, you know, maybe I cannot play like some of the shredders that are out there. I can play a few simple blues licks, I can play nice chords, I can sing, I can strum and sing at the same time. Might not be something very complicated, but I can do it, and that's the way that I do it. It might not be perfect, but we have to look at the definition of perfect and how different people would define perfect. If perfect to you means you don't ever make a mistake, then you're perfect, or the definition of perfect, if you think about it, it would make you a robot, right? Humans make mistakes, and when we play music, we make mistakes, and it's a lot about how we recover from those mistakes, how we learn from those mistakes, how you view those mistakes. Maybe in a more experimental context, mistakes are not really mistakes, they're just ideas, they're just different, and those mistakes make you, the musician, a special identity. And that really is what I want to discuss today. So discovering our own identity when we are playing guitar, or if you're a violinist or you're a pianist, the idea of establishing that identity, I think, is very important. If you listen to somebody like Jeff Beck, he plays one note and you know that it's Jeff Beck. You look at somebody like Yngwie Malmsteen, he may shred and play many notes, but you know it's Yngwie Malmsteen when he plays. It sounds like him. So being able to establish that musical identity, I think, is a lot more valuable than nailing perfect take after perfect take every single time you try to record yourself or you record your band. So that's something to think about for musicians like you and I. I think this approach of embracing our imperfections, of thinking about Wabi Sabi, it brings about more joy and positivity when we play, because we don't have to stress so much about, is this take perfect? Is what I'm playing perfect? We would rather be in the moment and enjoy what we're playing, the sounds that are coming out of our instruments, the interaction, the synergy that we get from playing with our bandmates. So I hope that little discussion has given you something to think about. Hopefully some positivity and motivation to play, so that the next time when you see a shredder on Instagram, you're not thinking about, oh, I can't shred like this person, but rather, maybe you take some ideas from what they're doing. Oh, that lick is cool, maybe I'll learn that lick and integrate it into what I do, and have a more positive outlook on just music making in general. Enjoy your time spent playing music. Here, especially in Singapore, we are very tight on time. We want to be efficient. We want to do so many things at one go, that when we find the time to sit down, play our guitars, you want to be in the moment and maximize that time and enjoy yourself. Be fruitful with it. Hopefully come up with some good ideas and play them with your bandmates, with your audience on YouTube or Instagram. That would be great. With that being said, I'll be playing my PRS Custom 24 today. This is one of my most special guitars, and maybe I'll share the reason some other time, but only my wife and I knows why this guitar is so special. This guitar tends to bring me places, in the sense that it brings me new ideas, experimental ideas that I don't think about or I don't use when I play other guitars. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the feel of the neck, maybe it's because of the comfort, maybe it's because of the sound. It just makes me play a little bit differently, a bit more adventurous when I'm with this guitar. I tend to bring this guitar to our jam sessions with my band, Quaint Little Trinkets. Check my band out if you haven't. And really just find ideas when I play the guitar. Sometimes interesting things just come out when I play this guitar. So like and subscribe if you will. If you like what you're seeing, it really helps out the channel, especially since I'm just starting out with this new video series. Your support will mean a lot. Comment below on whether there's a particular guitar that makes you play differently, experiment with ideas differently, or brings out certain different ideas from you. That would be really cool to know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.